It's game time. Welcome to That Damn Water Level, the podcast where gaming isn't just a hobby, it's a community. From the latest gaming news and industry shakeups to nostalgic trips through the greatest eras of gaming, we're diving head first into the conversations that matter. Whether you're a developer, a streamer, a competitive grinder, or just someone who loves kicking back with a controller after a long day, you found your people. So grab your favorite snack, cue up another match, and settle in for a conversation that's funny, honest, and all about the games we love. This is That Damn Water Level.
What's going on, everyone? How is it going? Afrofish here. Welcome to the first edition of That Damn Water Level. And for today, I want to talk to y'all because I'm actually really excited. So it's been a while. I have been gone from the podcast scene, especially when I've just been busy. Life has been getting in the way. I'm a new father now, so a lot of things have been happening and it's just been crazy. But we're back and we are making time for the video games that matter, right? For the video games that matter. And that's all of us. That's all of them, right? But today I want to do something a bit different. So if you guys do not know, over on TikTok, I do a lot of discussion lives, and they're a lot of fun. They really are. They're a lot of fun. I very much enjoy them. They are something that I can bring people in from all over on TikTok and just have a good time. But I wanted to bring that over to Twitch and YouTube as well. So we're going to try something different here. Today, we are going to be doing something what I like to call just gamer discussions. And what I usually do is I bring some sort of prompt up, and that using that prompt, I will be kind of just displaying, hey, let's see what people get and talk about what your favorite things about gaming are in various different formats. Today, it's going to be a little bit different. We're going to be using something that I like to call one of my favorite, most successful prompts that I have. So for those who do not know, this is going to be fun. So I have this up here. What are your greatest gaming accomplishments? And this is something that I've brought up multiple times in videos and all different sorts. And they always seem to be just pretty chill. And you know what? I can't complain about that. So I thought might as well bring this in. Let's see what people have to say about it and just go from there, you know? So we're going to get the music up. We're going to get ourselves chilling and just having a great time. Oh, we can't because the music's too loud. Let's just go with some lo-fi music. But the big thing about it is getting people to just kind of come and see what it's all about. If you guys haven't seen this before, I'm going to be, like I said, I'm going to be hosting these a lot more. And hopefully people just kind of seem to come and enjoy. So these are nothing out of the ordinary. I mean, I'm just sitting here talking about the games that I love, while at the same time kind of chilling and doing my college football stuff over on the side as well. And you know what? I want to talk about greatest gaming accomplishments. And so what are yours? Because mine are a bunch. I have plenty. I mean, obviously it depends because I've been gaming since 90s. I've been gaming since the 90s. So it has been, to say it's been quite a while is definitely an understatement. And to kick it all off, talk about some of the favorite games that I have for gaming, greatest gaming accomplishments. First and foremost, the best one I love talking about is Mirror's Edge. And the reason why I love talking about Mirror's Edge is the fact that it was one of the games that I don't think people truly gave an appreciation to. You know what I mean? They truly never gave a true appreciation to it. And the reason why I say that is because, have you guys ever played Mirror's Edge? It feels a lot more like a tech demo than anything else. Nowadays, when I look back at it, it feels a little more tech demo-y. If we didn't get that parkour style, we wouldn't have had games like Dying Light. We wouldn't get other games that just have those fun kind of mechanics. I would even go so far to think that I don't think we would even get games such as the mobilization, like the mobile style of like some of the Call of Duty games, without games like Mirror's Edge to test out that type of game. And they're fun. Like, I mean, honestly, Mirror's Edge is a really good time. It's parkour. It's, if you've never had a chance to play it, it's a parkour, first-person parkour style game where you play as Faith in a world that is completely dystopian, under complete surveillance state. If you don't know what surveillance state is, just go look up what they're trying to do right now for our own government, and you'll figure it out. But with all that, it's a really fun time. You are doing wall runs, you are jumps, flips, all that other kind of stuff, escaping. You're pretty much going from one way to another. I just kind of call it the hallway method. You're going from one side, point A to point B, as fast as you can possible. Meanwhile, ducking and dodging every of these like officers and stuff with them. Some of them come at you with fire. Actually, in the first one, I believe they all come at you with firearms. Yeah, I believe they all come at you with firearms. And that alone is already like annoying enough. Like, there's different levels to them. Some of them are like big, heavy duty, you know, they got your SMGs, they got all that down the line. Other ones might be a little bit different. They're more of your like regular quote unquote police officers, still with firearms. Like, they pretty much, they shoot on sight. But you can do a lot of movesets. You can do wall runs, and then you can do a wall kick with them. There's other ways you can take them out. And I always say one of my greatest gaming accomplishments is an achievement that they have on there. Whereas you have to beat the game without firing a gun at all. It's not an easy venture. I'll be honest, it's not an easy venture. I have done it twice. It is a pain in the ass. One, just for the fact that the game itself, you can't take a lot of hits, right? I mean, of course you can't. It's, you know, your bullets. You know what I mean? You can't take a lot of hits to start with. But it's also really just for the fact that it's just, I will be honest, it's the snipers. The snipers are some of the most frustrating, I would call them, I don't want to call them enemies, but like the most frustrating, like, yeah, enemies in the game. They can target you extremely quick. They are not easy to deal with at all. And I would say that overall, they're just unfun. They're very much unfun to deal with. And so with that, I'm just saying, like, it was a pain in the ass to put it nicely. But I was able to still beat the game with it without firing a weapon. And that would be one of my greatest gaming accomplishments, right? Easily. Oh my gosh. You gotta make sure that, oh my god, if you're gonna do this, you gotta make sure that you do these kind of these podcasts with making sure that you get some adequate rest, because I didn't get adequate rest. But yeah, I mean, these are just fun times. I mean, I love the game itself. I think DICE, it's one of those games that I kind of bums me out that DICE doesn't really go for. I understand. I don't think it's sold as well, so that probably is why. But it's always a bummer because it's just a fantastic game. And like, if you ever have a chance to play it, I always recommend doing so, because the one thing that is good about DICE, and I will say this about them, despite the fact that I really don't play much for DICE games, every game I've played of DICE has been solid. I haven't played certain ones like Battlefield 1, I think it is Battlefield 1, so just for that, I haven't played those games, so I can't really sit and say. I'm the type of person that, like, if I don't know something, I'm not going to like say that I do. I just don't think that's fair. So I don't ever say that. But with that, I would say Mirror's Edge is one, but that's just here and now. Now I want to go back. For those who I talk about my favorite franchises of all time, and Ratchet and Clank is on my list of favorite franchises of all time. Ratchet and Clank is one of those games that have stuck with me for years. Even now, like, as an adult, as I got older, I felt a lot more interest in Ratchet and Clank than I did when I was younger. And one of the reasons why is because understanding the ramifications, like how the game is I don't say how the game is played, but the themes and stuff about the game. When I was younger, it was about the guns, right? Ratchet and Clank was about the crazy weapons, Sheepinator, the Glove of Doom, the your regular blasters, the plasma whip from 3. Like, there was all different types of weapons. If you've ever played Ratchet and Clank, you'd know for the weapons. But it's funny because as I got older, I learned learning a lot more about the themes and stuff of it was also very interesting. The themes of consumerism and like how consumerism, capitalism, and how that can absolutely destroy worlds. Ratchet going on his hero's journey. The fact of Ratchet just needs to listen to Clank more, because if he listens to Clank, like, let's be honest, he'd be a lot better off. But I think those are just awesome things about the games that are just make it more and more fun. And I would say Ratchet and Clank, also Ratchet Deadlocked. If you guys have never played Ratchet Deadlocked was the 4th game in the games of overall. I guess Ratchet and Clank Ratchet Deadlocked was the 4th one, and I love it. It's a fantastic game. Like, I would highly recommend it. I will say wholeheartedly, Ratchet Deadlocked, I've had the one, it's not an achievement because I did it when I was younger, beating the entire game. And not only the hardest difficulty, but getting every single weapon to level 99. And when you get weapons to level 99, you fire rainbows, which was cool. It's still cool. Like, you use the Harbinger, and he just puts these laser rays down, and these laser rays come down in like rainbow style format. But it was just it was probably one of the most time consuming personal achievements I have ever done in a video game. And it's hard. I'm gonna be honest. It was extremely hard. Took me time after time after time. I actually ended up like my one disc stopped working, so I had to go get a second disc. Luckily my parents were nice enough for that. And I just, that was my shit. You know what I mean? Like, that was my shit. Ratchet Deadlocked, I think, became my favorite one, actually. As I became an adult, it became my favorite one because I think it's so much more on the nose. And as I delved more into like political spaces and stuff like that, I actually have like a newfound appreciation for Ratchet and Clank for going as hard as they did. But it overall is just a really fun game and just a really fun time. And I think I want people to play those. Like, I want more people to play games like Ratchet and Clank. I don't think those games are too old. I think they're actually really good. I wish they would still get PS5 ports. We still don't have PS5 ports for Ratchet and Clank 1, 2, 3. So Ratchet and Clank 1, Going Commando, Up Your Arsenal, Deadlocked, Tools of Destruction, A Crack in Time, Quest for Booty. Like, we still do not have PS5 ports, and I don't know why. Because when I look at like the big 3 of video games when it came to Sony during the PS2 era, it would have easily been Ratchet and Clank. So I can do that. Oh, I can do that. We can make that big. That works too. It was easily Ratchet and Clank. Oh, let's see if we can do this. That works. It was Jak and Daxter, and it was Sly Cooper, right? And I think those games are fantastic. Don't get me wrong. But I think Ratchet was the big one out of the 3. So it was always really interesting that we just never got anything from them. And it always kind of bummed me out. I was always hoping that we would get the PS5 port for it, especially when there was like the, 20-year anniversary. Like after we got Rift Apart, and I was hoping for a PS5 port, but we never ended up getting it. And it does kind of suck. If you've never, God damn, that's the one thing. I don't know why. I'll be honest. I have no clue why. One day we'll figure it out, but I don't know when that'll be. But I hope we get that figured out because it is by far my favorites. I think they do deserve PS5 ports, but who knows? Whatever. Moving on to like another game also around that list of some of the greatest accomplishments. And I think, if you've ever played games like Pokemon, like getting Mew, we had Mew when I was a kid, Pokemon Yellow. And that was one of like the greatest accomplishments ever. I mean, I didn't do anything to get the accomplishment. It just felt so cool to have Mew. But like, oh my God, I love telling this story. It was so much fun. Like it was so cool having Mew. Like Mew was a rare one. I don't remember if you could just go out and catch it. I think you had to get it from someone. And my mom actually brought a Game Boy or the Game Boy so that she could trade with this guy who had it, and then we got it. And so when I was a kid, I ended up trading it with a friend who wanted it, and so I was like, sure, I will trade it. We're just gonna trade it back. And as we were trading it back, he unplugged the cord because he was like, well, then nobody can have it. And I lost my shit. That was one of those where I saw red. I'm like, I'm a kid at the time, but don't pull that shit. Would I do that now as an adult? I have cannot confirm or deny that statement. But I think it was so wild, being as a kid and just like having Mew was just cool enough in the first place, but then to have someone pull that shit on me was like the biggest slap in the face, especially from like a person that you claim was like a friend. But you know how it goes when people are young. They do stupid stuff. But I want to hear from y'all. If you are in the comments below, if you are a viewer, I want to know what is some of your greatest gaming accomplishments that you have had throughout the years. If you are a young gamer, if you are an old gamer, it could be a recent one. Like for me, it was reaching Tekken Emperor in Tekken 8. If I was playing ranked, I probably would be knocked down a couple ranks by now. Is it the fact of something new that you have played? I want to hear from y'all. And if you are part of the Discord, if you are part of my Discord, I have times where I will let people come up and talk every once in a while, so I'm not just ranting by myself. This was only going to be like the small half-hour one anyways, so I'm glad that I was able to get this one out. But for anybody else in there in the comments below, let me know what you have to think about it. I want to know some of your favorite gaming accomplishments. It's I think it's something that brings gamers together. I do. I believe there's something that brings gamers together. I think that people who play video games are just a massive community, and talking about their accomplishments is always something that I find very interesting for so many people. What is the accomplishments that you've had playing these video games? Something that you're proud of, something that you've done, whether multiplayer wise. Hell, I got a perfection medal in Halo Reach one time, which was crazy. I never thought I would get a perfection medal in Halo Reach. Toxic or not toxic accomplishments. That right there, I would probably, it does not matter. Honestly, I just want to hear it from you. I want to hear the accomplishments, toxic or not toxic. Right now, fucking A, dude. I just need to see it. I need to see what you got. I find the accomplishments to be always hilarious. And sometimes, knowing you, Jack, I can only imagine what some of these accomplishments would actually sit there and be. It scares me. A little bit, not a lot, but just a little bit scares me. So I want to know from your point of view what it's going to be. What would be the gaming accomplishment for you? I have thrown 3 picks today, but I can only imagine because for me, another one, I guess I could say the perfection medal was honestly really great because I love talking about the perfection medal I got, and the reason why I love talking about it is it's simple. It's just the fact that I got it off of, there was a glitch in Halo Reach sometimes where you just wouldn't get your armor ability, and I did not get my armor ability. So I had no armor ability, so I had nothing to really help or focus on. So it just was pretty much just base skill versus those people with armor abilities. And so I was able to take people out I was able to take people out. I got to like 13 kills. You need to get a minimum of 15. And I got the 13 kills, and I felt like, okay, I'm accomplished. I've done what I needed to do. I'm happy about this. All right, so I get my 13 kills, and then there's a dude who comes up. I ended up shotgunning him for my 14th kill behind a wall. Right, I'm sitting behind the wall. He walked out, and I shotgunned him. And then what I did was I hid behind the other side of the door. And so he walked out and then turned where I was, and I shotgunned him a second time. And when I did, I saw that it was like game over, and I like won. And I was like, bro, I've done it. Fuck yes. And I'm so excited, right? Like it was one of my accomplishments that I felt like it was just something so awesome that I couldn't. I don't even know if I can go back and check my Halo stats. Like, can you go back and check the Halo stats? Like, if I could, I would go back and check my Halo stats and see if I still have it or not. Maybe I'll do that afterwards. But I just felt this rush of accomplishment. I think it was on my old account. It might be on my old Dark Star account. But I felt a rush of accomplishments that I just did not think I would feel beforehand. And I mean, hell, every time you, like, let's be honest, every time you heard the double kill, triple kill, overkill, killing frenzy, like, it just was a great feeling. Like, I love announcers like that anyways, and I think, like, the announcer for Halo did just, like, an amazing job of getting you hyped more than anybody else. And I think he did just a fantastic job. Like, I mean, overall, like, you can't ever have a bad time with it. Jack Smiles has in here, this Alliance Night Elf camping lobies. I 3-shotted him 200 feet in the air. Then I canceled my fall damage with a well-timed heroic leap. His corpse then landed next to me. He force quit. Damn. That is actually really brutal. What game was this in? Like, I have no clue actually what game this is in. Because this does sound quite wild. For those who are also in here, let me know your greatest gaming accomplishments. The same thing I do on TikTok is the same thing I will be doing up on Twitch and YouTube. So for all you guys, if you are interested in the fact of being like, yo, let's have those gamer discussions, these are the places that's going to be for you. I'm going to be pulling this off so much more, and I'm so excited to be doing it. Oh, in Warcraft? Oh, okay. Yeah, I have not played Warcraft. I have never played Warcraft. I've seen people talk about it, and I think I've seen you talk about it before, or I've heard you talk about it before, but yeah, I've never played it myself, but it always seemed like it was a good time. So, like, I'm not gonna lie, the way that you said that was actually kind of amazing. Also, I just think, like, for me, one of my greatest gaming accomplishments was actually just beating Elden Ring. And like, I haven't played the other FromSoft games at the time, so that was the only time I played FromSoft games. It was Elden Ring, and I felt so accomplished. Granted, I took all the tools to my advantage. I used summons. I used, like, I scoured that game like crazy. And now that I have it on PlayStation, I'm doing the same thing again. I'm considering picking up Night Rain if that's even worth it. But I think I might pick up Night Rain. I don't know why I'm saying why it's not worth it. If I had streamed / clipped it, it would probably be one of the oldest meme moments in WoW. Damn, that's actually been like, oh fucking, that is a long time. That actually is a really long time. It's been so long since I've actually sat and like watched. Like, I remember watching WoW on like G4 and being like, them talking about World of Warcraft, and I was like, bro, like, I want to play this, but I could never, like, our computer could never. I mean, I'm pretty sure I could probably play it now if I really wanted to. Maybe like if they have like a World of Warcraft Classic or something. But like, I just don't know if it'd be worth like investing my time in for that, because like once I start to time sync, I mean, I'm actually not. No, I can't say that, because I think I do a lot of shorter games more than I do time syncs. Which I clone like World of Warcraft in like a time sync. Pal World is a game that's like more of a time sync. And I need to also continue playing Pal World. But I was playing Rise of the Ronin, and I'll be honest, I was not having a good time. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just skill. Maybe I just got to get good. But I was not having a great time. It felt like it was like Timu Sekiro. And like, I don't think it's a bad game. It's very, very quick and all that. And I think I just got to get used to it. So I was playing Flintlock instead, which is just one of those woke games. But my goal was to, actually, speaking of which, I can talk about gamer goals. My gamer goal this year was to actually finish Baldur's Gate. That hasn't happened yet. And so I've been telling myself like, oh, I'm gonna play Baldur's Gate. I'm gonna practice, I'm gonna get through it. I built another character. I believe like I did some mods with it and stuff too, just to go have fun because I play that shit by myself. And like I just can't get myself to get through it. Like I'm gonna have to, I don't know if I'm just gonna have to like slam some meds and just go in, like, or what, but like I have no clue why I cannot get myself to go through this game. It's just something about it just has me in just kind of a, I don't know what it is. And I mean, I think Jack, I think I've talked to you about it before. But it's just, I don't know what it is. I just cannot get myself to get into a game like this. And I've tried. Like I've tried. And that might be a content discussion too. Again, that like you've just tried to get yourself into, but like just cannot seem to do it. Because it's definitely on my list. But I'm still gonna give it a shot because my goal is to still beat it by like the end of the year. My goal is to also beat Cyberpunk by the end of the year as well. And I don't even know what games I have. Oh, I've only beaten like probably like from start to finish, maybe like one game this year. Which I don't find very good. I do not find that very good at all. Like I am so bad at staying consistent in games because I see something that I want and then I go and I get something else and I get something else. Usually they're always cheap anyway, so it's not like I'm breaking the bank, but it's not good, but it's not good. Like I need to, there's so many games that I have that I need to finish. Yeah, what was that saying there, Jack? Yeah, I have tons of games that should be in my wheelhouse, but I just cannot get into them, like Diablo. No, that's fair. Like that, I get that. Like I feel like I should, like I feel almost guilty because I don't care. Like I think this game is fun, and like people are like, play it with friends, but then I play it with friends and I'm like, okay, I'm bored because I want to do my own thing. But then like I have no problem putting mods on. Like if I'm like, as long as I beat the game, that's all that matters. I don't care about getting the achievements. Like the trophies don't mean shit to me. Like I'll be honest, trophies don't mean shit to me. At the end of the day, like I beat the game and that's all that matters. But like it's just I can't. Yeah, like one of them's like that. I had a whole thing about like, I don't know if you saw my video about Westerns. I made a video about Westerns and I just cannot get into Westerns. I don't think the Westerns are bad. I just can't get into Westerns. So like Red Dead, despite the fact that people are like, oh my gosh, this game's amazing, I need to play this, blah, blah, blah. I just can't. Like no bullshit. I just can't. I can't get into it. I can't seem to get myself to really enjoy like a Western style game. Do I wish I could? Absolutely, I wish I could. Can I? No. Like I think I would have to be more open to just the Western genre. Now there are certain Western like games that have Western aesthetics that I can find interest in, right? Games like Evil West. I think Evil West is like that. But overall, I just cannot get into those kind of games as much as I would like. So that we've been on for about a half hour, which is great. This was a great opening start to this. And I hope coming up here next week, we'll actually have more people to sit and talk and stuff like that. So we'll be going through the motions of games. Be sure to follow me on all pieces of social media, Twitch, YouTube, all that down the line. We might be doing one of these again. What is your greatest gaming accomplishments? But until that time, I'm Taylor from Afrofish OG, and I'll catch you in the next one. See you later.